Hello all, this is Santa. I am a huge fan of After Hours Cinema. And boy, are you lucky, because tonight we have the 50th anniversary edition of the classic Silent Night, Bloody Night. Ho 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 ho, enjoy!
Hey, and welcome to another episode of After Hours Cinema, our Christmas special. I'm your host, Lee Turner, and tonight we're getting in the holiday spirit with the classic Silent Night, Bloody Night, released in 1972. The film stars cult actors Mary Woronov and James Patterson, along with the great John Carradine in a supporting role. Of course, this being our holiday special, we have it chocked full of Yuletide treats, including the broadcast premiere of the devilish Queen Malvolia's aptly titled short film Kilmus, plus some great retro trailers like Silent Night, Bloody Night 2, Santa Claus vs. the Devil, and the bad movie favorite Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, just to name a few, introduced by a bevy of screen queens and special guests, along with a few Christmas surprises that AHC's own Hunter Bickham has cooked up for us during tonight's intermission that you're not going to want to miss, trust me. A little bit about Silent Night, Bloody Night. This movie is an underrated low-budget gem that deserves to be recognized as a kind of a predecessor of sorts of the slasher film genre. Director Theodore Gashuni's use of killer point-of-view shots, disturbing phone calls, and an eerie atmosphere predates 1974's Black Christmas, which is routinely touted by film historians as the first true slasher film. Not that I'm saying Black Christmas, which is an undeniable classic by the way, is some kind of knockoff. It's just tonight's film deserves a little more credit in my opinion. Also, who's to say without Silent Night, Bloody Night, if there would have ever been such Christmas horror films like To All a Good Night, Better Watch Out, Santa Claus, and Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 1 only, because we're going to forget that sequels 2 through 5 ever existed, but I digress. Now, before we dive off into the plot, it centers around a man who inherits a mansion in a strange New England town that was formerly a mental asylum, and when it's put up for sale, strange murders begin to occur. Also, pay close attention to the ending. Trust me, you'll see what I mean. So here is Silent Night, Bloody Night.
One last time, I have to see this ground. It's beautiful now, as if nothing had happened here. Soon they will tear down the main house, and then nothing will be left. Nothing. Except what I remember. I grew up in the town nearby, where my father was the mayor, and where this house stood waiting for me. It was built by Wilfred Butler. We had never seen him, and he never lived at home. Until the day before Christmas in 1950, he finally did come back for the last time. All of us believe that his death was an accident. No one knew that another person had come to Butler House that Christmas.
As deputy coroner of the county of Arlington, State of Massachusetts. I hereby find, upon evidence of an autopsy conducted by the medical examiner of this county, that the deceased, Wilfred Butler, died as a result of burns inflicted accidentally upon himself on his own premises during the afternoon of December 24th, 1950. No further inquiry shall be held over the body of the deceased, and this inquest is officially closed.
All is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child.
After the coroner's inquest, on New Year's Day, they buried Wilfred Butler. There was no one there to mourn him. It was the funeral of a stranger.
I, Wilfred Butler, being of sound mind and body, at least what the world considers sound, do hereby leave my house and its grounds and all personal effects within that house to my only surviving relation, my grandson, Jeffrey Butler. And I solemnly charge him with one duty. Let him leave the house as I left it, standing untouched to remind the world of its inhumanity and cruelty.
For 20 years, that house lay empty, exactly as Wilfred left it. And then, last year, rumors began that it was finally being sold. The newspaper story traveled through the county to a state hospital for the criminally insane. The man who came to sell the house had never seen it. He was a lawyer from the city, just doing a job and enjoying it.
Stop! And look serious, please. Oh, you're hopeless. Oh, look!
Hey, wait, where you going now? The mayor's gonna have a fit, kid.
One more shot.
Come on.
Stay there. I want one together. And smile.
For all the news as it happens, stay tuned to WLIX, your voice of the Northeast. This is Roger Fowler with local stories. First, today's headlines. A warehouse fire still rages in Elizabeth. Police suspect arson. An escaped inmate at Margaretville State Hospital still at large, still hunted by state police. And over in Roxbury, the city passes a controversial housing code.
Well, didn't I tell you? It's beautiful.
Can we see the rest of it?
Honey, that was it. I think the mayor's waiting for me.
My love is such an important man.
Right. Laura always says that.
Darling,
What?
don't be long.
Honey, if you get bored, just look at the view. Sooner or later, that viaduct's gonna take us back home.
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Mayor.
Let me introduce you. This is Charlie Toman, who publishes our weekly newspaper, The Patriot.
Mr. Tolman.
And this is Tess Howard.
How do you do?
She operates our switchboard.
Oh, really?
We call her the communications director. And this is Bill Mason,
Mason.
our sheriff. Won't you sit there, Mr. Carter, at the head of the table?
Thank you. I didn't expect to meet you all together. It's quite a reception. All right, let's begin. As you know, I've been retained by Jeffrey Butler. The matter concerns the house that he inherited from his grandfather, Wilfred Butler.
Go on, Mr. Carter.
I believe that you offered to buy the house for my client.
Offered? We begged him. We wrote letters and
That's
we...
enough, Tess.
Well, it's true.
Trouble. There's always trouble.
I can sympathize.
I spent the last 20 years and more driving people away from there. Prowlers, burglars, kids, they're the worst. Chasing for nothing because of that will. That dribble about humanity. No. Inhumanity. What the hell is that, huh?
Yes, well, he was a bitter man.
Hate.
It must have been very hard.
It must have been hate.
That man hated. Well, some people are like that.
The question is, well, do you still want the house?
Are you offering it to us, Mr. Carter?
Exactly.
Why now?
Well, that's Mr. Butler's business, isn't it?
You know we're not rich. Most of us came here during the Depression. But we love this town. It's our home.
And naturally you want to improve it.
Exactly.
My client understands that, and he fully sympathizes, and he's willing to sacrifice the house for $50,000 in cash by noon tomorrow.
That's an awful lot of cash.
It's also an awfully good bargain.
You could go to Wilton. You could go now to the bank.
Am I clearly understood?
All that cash.
Perfect. I'll wait for your answer till tomorrow.
You're spending the night here?
Yes.
May I ask where?
At the Butler house.
We could put you up at the motel as our guest.
No, the house is fine.
The Paradise Motel.
That's very kind of you, but I'm meeting Mr. Butler about some personal items.
You'll want a phone. I can reconnect the line.
Don't trouble, please.
No trouble. You need a phone.
Don't want to be stuck out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've convinced me. Thank you.
By the way, have you known Mr. Butler a long time?
No, I've never met him. He called me and asked me if I'd handle this for him. I said yes. He had the key delivered to my office. Mr. Mayor, Sheriff, Mr. Tolman, Miss Howard, see you all tomorrow. In fact, I'm looking forward to it.
Slick, really slick. He's a big lawyer, Bill. You've got to expect that. Don't tell me about lawyers.
Oh, you see the way he looked at us? You see his clothes?
He's doing his job. Just don't tell me about lawyers. You know what I'd like to see? Two of them like that one talking to each other. Neither one of them would know what to believe.
I love you, too. Honey, when I get home, I'm going to have a nice surprise for you. No, I can't tell you what it is now. It wouldn't be a surprise, now would it? No, I can't come home now, but it'll be very soon. Very soon. Honey, of course I miss you. Yes, I miss Mommy, too. Laura, how are you, kid? Look, I'll call tomorrow. No, I want to call. I want to talk to Jenny. Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, I'm having a fine time. Well, same to you, darling. What do you mean, hostile?
I was wondering, if we get it, what then?
Tear it down.
Okay. Okay. I'd better get going.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Butler wasn't kidding. Nobody's lived here for years.
That would be such a waste.
It's his grandfather's monument. You know, there's a caretaker who keeps this place just the way he left it.
What kind of monument is this?
Well, that's the trouble. Nobody remembers anymore.
That's what usually happens in America.
I remember this. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I'm his own. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there.
You're not serious.
I used to hear that at funerals.
At funerals?
Yes. When I was a kid in Chipley, Georgia. There was also a Chipley Flower Day. But they have both been subsequently eradicated from the map. None other has ever known.
Was a delicatessen, so I brought you pastrami, salami, potato salad, macaroni, everything you like.
I'll have bologna and macaroni. No, some of that potato salad. Did you pick the wine, too?
The delicatessen man took a personal interest in its selection.
Oh, well, we got lucky again. That's early 1970. That's hard to come by.
Can I have some, too?
Of course you may.
Thank you. people who lived here. They must have had a wonderful life.
Well, I hope they did. Wilfred Butler must have believed in something. Look at that stone fireplace, parquet floor, the mahogany, this table. And you probably think this place is made of wood, right?
Well...
Wrong. You know what his grandson told me? Underneath that wood, there's 2 feet of stone. The foundation is 8 bricks wide. Now, someday they're going to come in here and they're going to tear this place down and they're going to build little tract houses all over this property on quarter-acre and half-acre lots. And that bulldozer's going to come up that hill toward this house. And it's going to get the surprise of its life. They built a kingdom out here. Only nobody's left.
No? Butler has a grandson.
No. He's probably like the rest of us. Wants money. You know, he's asking $50,000 cash for this place, and if he only wait, he can get at least $250,000. But he won't take his time. So he'll get screwed.
Do you want to go upstairs now?
Soon. You know, one of the great pleasures in life is the pleasure of anticipating pleasure. Isn't it?
We are very close now, aren't we?
Sure, honey. Very close.
I don't see any beds yet.
Well, keep looking, honey. Butler said the place was furnished. It's furnished.
This is actress Madison Ekstrand, and you're watching After Hours Cinema.
Can you keep a secret? Then listen to Mattel's new baby secret.
Is anyone else awake?
She whispers just to you, and her lips really move when she talks. It's almost unbelievable.
Satan values your soul.
Baby Secret tells lots of secrets, so you never know what she'll say next.
He can give you everything.
And she looks so real, the way her lips move like yours.
The Dark Lord needs a sacrifice.
She can even pose the way you want.
A human sacrifice.
Get Mattel's soft and wonderful new Baby Secret, so you can have fun keeping secrets together. What kind? If we told, they wouldn't be secrets anymore.
Bow to your new master, Satan.
Hey, what's up? I'm Chad Knight, film director of Knight Features. We've got a lot of stuff coming your way for 2022. We want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And be sure to check out After Hours Cinema on Fear Flix.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now,
on with the show.
Hey, and welcome back to After Hours Cinema, our first break of the night's film, Silent Night, Bloody Night. I don't know about you, but after that meeting with the mayor and the sheriff, I think I would have taken them up on that motel room. What about you? Anyway, the film's leading lady is cult actress Mary Warrenoff, who got her start appearing in the Andy Warhol film Chelsea Girls as Hanoi Hannah, who later became a favorite of Roger Corman. She has appeared in B-movie classics like Death Race 2000, Night of the Comet, and Shopping Mall, just to name a few, as well as TV shows like Knight Rider and Babylon 5. She also happened to be the director's leading lady in real life, as she was married to Theodore Gershuni at the time of filming. Speaking of the film Death Race 2000, featuring tonight's leading lady, it also starred David Carradine, whose father, John Carradine, plays the bell-ringing mute Charlie Towman in tonight's film. The elder Carradine was the patriarch of the Carradine acting family and was one of the most prolific character actors ever. John Carradine amassed an amazing 351 IMDb credits, the first being 1933's This Day and Age, and the last being 1995's Jacko, released after his death. His credits range from Oscar winners like The Grapes of Wrath to The House of Dracula to The Oregon Trail, Ice Pirates, and the list just keeps on going and going and going. What a career. Well, I readily admit Silent Night, Bloody Night is no Grapes of Wrath, but it's still a fun watch, and I promise the action and suspense is about to pick up, so stay tuned. So let's get back to Silent Night, Bloody Night.
Anything doing?
No, sir. But look at this.
More football, huh?
Look how they smeared that quarterback. Look at his arm.
Got no time now. Go test. How about that telephone up at the Butler house? Is it working? Well, try it now. I'll wait.
Hello? Oh, yes, Miss Howard. Yeah, the phone's working fine. Very nice of you to call. Thank you. Good night. Honey, I'm going down to the car to get some cigarettes. Be back in a minute.
Okay.
Don't get lonely.
No, no. Did you get your cigarettes?
Yes, yes, I did.
May I have one?
Sure. Oh, it's the most amazing things. These cigarettes come in these very small packages these days.
Oh, that's for me?
Mm-hmm.
Can I open it?
Oh, no. Our Christmas is day after tomorrow.
Is that an order?
Yes, ma'am, that's an order.
Bill, someone's calling from Butler House.
Okay, put him on.
Go ahead now.
Mr. Carter?
I'm not Carter.
Who is this?
The owner.
Butler.
I'm worried, Sheriff. Carter's not here.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
I can't. I'm sick. Can you come here?
What is it? What's wrong?
His car's here, but he's gone. Won't you come?
Okay, okay. Now you stay put in that house.
I'll wait for you. Please, hurry. I'm afraid.
Now take it easy. I'm coming.
Mr. Butler, are you done?
I've come back.
What's that?
I want to see you again.
Hello? Who is this?
You know me, Tess. It's Mary Ann. Tell the mayor. Tell them all. I'm waiting in my father's house. Tess. It's so lonesome here. Don't be long.
Hello? 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 Oh my God, where is everybody?
Hello?
Oh, Maggie, thank goodness.
What is it, Tess?
Something's come up. Something urgent. Can you start early?
Oh, honey, I'm watching TV.
Maggie Daly, you get yourself over here.
What is it?
Just get moving, Maggie. Just please hurry.
Come in. It's open. Okay, mister, that's far enough. What do you want here?
Mayor,
Try again. My father's not home. And don't move.
you want me to put my hands up?
No. Just stay there. What are you staring at?
I seem to remember you from the road.
That's why I'm holding a gun. You scare me.
That makes sense.
Thanks.
Does everybody carry one here?
You can ask the sheriff when he gets here. I'll call him.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the sheriff's office is empty.
How do you know?
I was just there.
Who are you?
Jeffrey Butler.
Oh, you're the one who's selling the house.
Yes.
Have you any ID?
Come on.
Don't laugh at me. I want your ID. Some maniac escaped from Margaretville.
Okay.
Put it on the table. Now go back. California license. Lucky you.
Would you like to see my maniac card from the asylum? They give you one when you escape. There's a big scarlet M on it so people won't get confused.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry about the gun. My father's in Wilton getting your money.
All I want to do is to get into my house.
The sheriff's deputy might have a key. He's about the only one I know of.
Well, where's he?
You go down the road about 1.5 miles till you come to a white house with a white fence, and then you can't miss it.
Thanks.
That's okay.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
If I don't call back in an hour... What? Call the mayor or Mr. Tone and nobody else. Promise me you'll do that.
Well, sure.
Mark it down, honey, so you'll have it.
Sheriff to 301. I'm heading west on Route 5 to Butler House. You'll hear from me. What the hell? What's that light out there?
Hi.
Hi.
Did you find the deputy?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh. I was thinking, isn't your lawyer supposed to be at the house?
The door was locked. His car was there, so I borrowed it.
You mean you stole a car?
Yeah. Keeping it warm.
What if he needs it?
Let him find me. Who's coming to dinner?
Oh, Daddy. We always have dinner every Thursday. Do you want something?
No, I ate Paradise Motel.
Yeah, I know. It's awful. What about a drink?
Yeah.
It's cheap bourbon, but That's a big favorite around here. Do you want ice?
No, straight.
You look tired.
I am tired.
Well, here's to a fast dollar.
Cheers.
Why did you decide to sell the house?
Needed the cash.
After all these years?
I need it now.
Huh. What's it like on the inside? You know, I've never seen the inside. When I was a child, my father told me to stay away from it, or something terrible might happen. Sort of like a haunted house.
I haven't seen it either.
You're going to sell it? You've never seen it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too bad. It's about the only place to see around here. Oh, I forgot. Someone keeps calling with a message for my father. She says that she's waiting at your house, in the reception room.
What woman is waiting in my house in the reception room?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a voice that I know.
I better go out there.
Can I come too?
What for?
I'm pushy. I suppose you'll be going back to California soon. California? You said you lived there, remember?
No, I'll be traveling.
Jeff, look. It's the sheriff's car. There's a light. Look at that tombstone. Pretty cheerful.
Who bears the cross shall wear the crown. Wilfred Butler. My grandfather.
Oh.
Someone left their sunglasses in the snow.
They're the sheriff's.
My lawyer's missing. So is the sheriff. You get strange phone calls. And now someone's fascinated by my grandfather's grave.
Let's get out of here.
You still want to go to my house?
Yes. But I don't want to go alone.
Listen.
I'm not nervous.
Well, of course you're not.
Oh, it's the cold. I'm shaking from it. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
We'll get help in town. It's 10 minutes drive.
Hey guys, actress Monica Hayes here. Hey you, sit back down, don't go nowhere. We have a lot more coming your way.
Greetings. Uncle Edward here from the basement. You know, earlier I was sitting around working on a Christmas list for my friends, and you know, although there are a lot of things I would like to send out, I think the best of those to send to you is happiness and hope. The world can be a strange and frightening place, but with friends and family, we can all get through this, just like watching some of the movies that we show here in the basement. So, let us all be happy for these things, and also to take no one for granted, especially those we have around us. But most of all, Merry Christmas, my friends. Merry Christmas.
The following program is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now, on with the show.
Hey, and welcome back to After Hour Cinema, and our second break in tonight's feature, Silent Night, Bloody Night. As you can imagine, I'm not really a fan of the lawyer's premature death at the hands of the killer, despite a little shady behavior on his part, just a little bit. But nevertheless, speaking of premature deaths, the film's male lead, James Patterson, who portrays Jeffrey Butler, tragically died of cancer a few months after filming, requiring that some of his lines be dubbed in by another actor. Patterson's had a prolific career mainly in TV, but also appeared in the films Castle Keep with Burt Lancaster and Lilith with Warren Beatty. Speaking of the film Castle Keep, in addition to James Patterson, the film also featured two other Silent Night, Bloody Night alums, Patrick O'Neill and the gorgeous Astrid Heron, who we just mentioned met their untimely demise at the Butler Mansion. Interestingly, the movie was filmed in 1970 under the title Night of the Dark Full Moon, but was not released on the drive-in circuit until 1972 under the much better title Silent Night, Bloody Night. Distributors could not leave well enough alone, so it was retitled yet again in 1980 as Death House. But thankfully that didn't stick. Strangely, despite the film's multiple title change, it was never registered for copyright, and lucky for us, it fell into the public domain, which also happened to lead to a number of sequels, one of which we'll highlight during tonight's intermission.
Hi, I'm actress Pamela Such, and it's intermission time.
Good evening. It's intermission time. Our service is friendly and quick. You'll find hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, your favorite candies, hot and cold beverages, and other delicious snacks. So add to your fun of watching the movie. Visit our refreshment stand right now. We're glad to have you with us tonight. We hope you'll come to see us often. It's great to get out to the movies.
Is this all that you have to remind you of the fun of last Christmas? Ornaments, gift paper, ribbons, and bows? Well, this year, with a Brownie movie camera, you can save the truly wonderful things of Christmas. The rapture on the face of a child seeing his first Christmas tree. The excitement of a boy getting the one thing he wished for most. All the love, happiness, and joy of Christmas, yours to enjoy again and again in beautiful big screen movies. You'll get all the action and color with a Brownie movie camera. And now you can have both the camera and the new easy-to-use Brownie 8 projector in this complete outfit for $78.25 or as little as $8 down. This week, visit a store that displays this sign. Give a Brownie movie camera so your family can take movies and make this the best Christmas they'll ever remember.
Good evening, my victims. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Malvolia, the Queen of Screams. And here's a trailer for you to feast your eyes upon.
Yeah, it's an island. The place is called Bradbury Asylum. I thought I told you all this. Well, look, it can't be that serious. I mean, it's a minimum security facility.
Guys, what is this place and why am I here?
It's a psych ward, honey. Nobody here is crazy, except this Lewis.
Hi, I'm Rachel Waits, and be sure to check out this great trailer.
It's like living a storybook adventure beyond your wildest imagination. From the North Pole of Fantasyland comes a feature-length fable with the most enchanting characters in the whole wide world, headed by the white-whiskered fellow who's the granddaddy of them all. Now, a magic motion picture transports you to an over-the-rainbow land, past the doors of Santa's towering castle and the strange, mysterious, all-seeing eye, into a fantastic crystal laboratory filled with weird and wonderful secrets no one has ever seen before. You'll see them all, and you'll discover how Santa can watch every child on Earth and every good or bad thing they do. Now meet Merlin, the Wizard of Wizards, the miracle man of the ages.
Two for the show. Away we go. Hurry, Mr. Merlin. This is no time to play horses.
Come face to face with the devil himself, a mischievous demon determined to mess things up as much as he can.
It's yours. Nobody saw you take it, Lupita. They have more and they won't miss it. What does one little doll matter, don't you see?
Leave it to that devilish trickster to sidetrack Santa up a tree. Watch the jolly hijinks of Santa Claus as he decides to fight fire with fire.
Oh ho, a cannon. Ouch! Oh, oh!
You won't want to miss the entertainment wonder of the ages, the treat of a lifetime for anyone who has ever believed there really is a Santa Claus.
It's almost day, and Santa Claus hasn't come.
Sleep now, darling. Sleep now and you will see. Maybe when you wake up, you'll find it, darling.
You'll see more wonders than you can wave a wand at as a dazzling panorama unfolds before your startled eyes.
Saturday and Sunday matinee only at a theater near you.
Action.
Okay, cut. That's fine, fellas. Thanks, Duke. See you in the morning. Good night, Mr. Wellman. Folks, there's a little rough and tumble for you. But even in motion pictures, if you were to have a man fighting for his life every 5 minutes or so, it'd seem a little bloodthirsty. Well, in real life, every 5 minutes, one American is attacked by tuberculosis, TB. Murph, you got those Christmas seals?
Coming up, Mr. Wayne.
TB attacks at any age, old folks right on down the line to the kids, like these on this year's Christmas seals. Maybe you have a couple of youngsters like these. A little older, a little younger. The point is that Christmas seals fight tuberculosis, and when you buy and use Christmas seals, you're helping to prevent TB from getting at them, or at any of us. You never know whose life you're saving when you buy Christmas seals, but the important thing is that you are helping to save lives. So please answer your Christmas seal letter today. And if it hasn't arrived, mail your contribution to your Tuberculosis Association. Ask them to send you your Christmas seals. Thank you very much.
Santa Claus conquers the Martians. Santa sets up a fantastic automatic toy factory on Mars. The Martian leader battles the wicked Voldar in a desperate effort to save Santa, the wise man of Mars. 900 years old. The Battle of the Toys, when Martian kids and Earth kids join Santa to battle the bad guys of Mars. For real space-age fun, you'll be out of this world when Santa Claus conquers the Martians.
It's showtime.
Night, Mr. Tolman. Have a nice holiday.
Deputy's not here, but Tolman is.
Who's Tolman?
Come on, you'll see. Mr. Tolman, wait. No, please, I have to talk to you. I'm sorry. This is Jeffrey Butler. He's the one who's selling the house. He can't get inside the place, and my father's gone to Wilton. So we wondered...
Anything wrong?
He'll tell us. Tess has gone to his house.
Why would she go there?
I don't know. Anyway, she won't get in. You say it's locked. He says she hates the place.
Would you like to drive there? Diana could stay here, lock herself in.
I need a key.
This isn't my house. It's Tess's.
Well, Tess isn't here. Are you satisfied? She must have gone to my place. Well, why wouldn't she go there? She hates it. Maybe she went to see the woman who's there. Someone called the mayor's house before. Said she'd be waiting. What is it?
Hello, Jeff? Hello? Is anybody there?
Who is this?
I'm Diane Adams. I spoke to you before.
Bring your father to the house. This is Marianne. Tell him I have the diary. I'm waiting.
Who are you?
He'll know. Christmas Eve, 1935.
Hello? Hello?
Signal 10, 704 C Charlie. 704, signal 10, 704 C Charlie.
Sheriff, I saw your car. Bill? Is that you?
Tess, you can't see me, but I can see you. Oh, yes, I remember that face. You're older now, and fat, but still Tess. And you're frightened, aren't you? Don't be afraid. I want to help you. Take my hand. Take it, Tess.
The person on the telephone said 1935, Christmas Eve. But that's not the beginning. In 1927, Butler House was restored by Wilfred Butler. After that, I find social notes, parties, nothing special. Then, in 1930, Butler's wife, Catherine, dies of tuberculosis. In August 1933, it starts. Wilfred Butler's daughter is cruelly attacked and raped. Her name is Mary Ann, the same name as the caller who left those messages tonight. She's 15 then. On May 2nd, 1934, Mary Ann Butler gives birth to a son, Jeffrey Butler. Jeff. Early in 1935, Butler House is turned over to a Dr. Robinson as an asylum for mental patients. And then Butler goes on to say that he has committed his own daughter. Mary Ann will live at the asylum. There's no end to this story. It's been carefully cut out of all the papers. Why would Toman do that? You scared me. What happened?
What happened is, Tess has 40 bird cages. Toman is hysterical. Everybody's at my house but me. It's cold outside and you forgot to lock the door.
Jeff, how old are you?
How old am I? You mean, how many years have I lived?
No. There's a lot in the paper about your family.
I don't want to talk about my family.
Wait a minute. There's a woman calling, and she says her name is Mary Ann. That was your mother's name, wasn't it?
My mother died in childbirth. That's when I started traveling.
It's not what the papers say.
What's your point?
I just thought that you should read something for your own good.
Nothing you could tell me about my past or future would be for my own good. Where is the paper?
It's on the table.
It's so stupid to lie. I missed the whole event.
Jeff, maybe your mother's still alive. Maybe she's waiting for you at the house.
I don't know. Come on. No more side trips. Let's go out there.
It's empty. Jeff, look!
Oh my God!
Stay back!
It's Toman!
Stay back!
dead. His hands. Somebody cut off his hands.
You killed him. You killed Tolman.
He's asking for help.
You killed him.
Get in the car.
Hi, this is actress Allie Pettis reminding you, don't ask who's there. Just ignore them. Keep watching After Hours.
Hello, spiders. Merry Creepmas from Eerie Webs. If you love horror host shows like After Hours Cinema, check out my show on YouTube, Tales of Terror, where we cover the top 13 of all things horror. Happy holidays from your pal Eerie and my pal Scully.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Creepmas!
Hi, I'm Audrey Nikma.
And I'm Courtney Ania.
And we're from boarding school.
And you're watching After Hours Cinema.
Enjoy.
Hey, and welcome back to After Hours Cinema, our third and final break in the holiday slasher, Silent Night, Bloody Night. If you're like me after seeing that trailer to Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, you might be thinking, hey, a weekend at the Butler Mansion doesn't sound too bad. But anyway, tonight we're honored to bring you the broadcast premiere of Queen Malvolia's holiday-themed Killmas.
Hi, you've reached Cindy's voicemail. Please leave a message after the beep, and maybe I'll get back to you. Beep. Just kidding.
Hey, babe. I wanted to hear your voice. It sucks that we both have to work on Christmas. But I just wanted to tell you I love you. Merry Christmas. And I can't wait to see you in the morning. Bye. Unit 7, respond to a domestic disturbance at 1234 Main Street. Copy that. Unit 7, responding to noise disturbance 1234 Main Street. Code 3. Dispatch out. Officer Randall on scene, 1234 Main Street. Not a creature stirring. I'll go check the house.
Ma'am, I'm Officer Randall. I'm responding to a noise disturbance.
I've been expecting you.
Ma'am, are you okay? Hands where I can see them. Are you hurt? Whose blood is that?
Ta-da!
Don't move! Turn around! Hands behind your head!
Is there something wrong, officer?
I said hands behind your head!
I was just showing you what... Oh, oh officer. We just met.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Is this really necessary?
You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed for you.
I think you're overreacting.
Do you understand?
Blah, blah, blah.
I said, do you understand?
Of course, darling.
We have a possible 187. I've got the suspect in custody, bringing her in for questioning. We're gonna need backup. We're gonna need a crime scene unit. Stat.
Roger that. Unit 7, please wait at location at 1234 Main Street for backup. They are en route.
Copy that. Unit 7. We'll wait on site here until backup arrives.
Dispatch out.
Unit 7 out. So, do you live at this house? Who are you with tonight? Did you do this alone? Did you plan this out tonight? Look, I can't help you if you don't talk to me. Now's the time to come clean. There's a lot of blood. What did you do with the body?
Who, Cindy? Well, I ate her, of course.
What did you say?
Cindy, your wife, she was mighty tasty.
No, my wife was on a
cleaning job tonight?
You're a f***ing liar.
No, darling. I'm your worst nightmare. Isn't this fun? You won't be needing this. Now, where do you think you're going? I need to finish this before I can move on to the next.
Are you gonna eat me?
Oh, darling, you should be so lucky.
Luigi's Pizza.
Yes, I'd like to order a large pizza.
Carry out or delivery?
Delivery. I want lots of meat. Hearty meat. No pineapple. Vegetables? Yuck.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed that peek at Queen Malvolio's Kilmus. Well, let's get back to the finale of Silent Night, Bloody Night.
And now, on with the show.
The keys. He took them.
Yes, what?
This is Marianne Butler. I'm calling from my house. Won't you come over here, Mr. Mayor? We're having a reunion. Everyone's here, even your daughter.
I write this knowing that no one shall ever see it. Not my beloved daughter, or even my grandson, Jeffrey. I write for myself in the hope of forgiveness, if that is still possible. And I write for you, Marianne, whose youth and innocence I have destroyed. By 1935, the doctors had treated my daughter for a year. I had believed they could cure her. The child, Jeffrey, was taken from us and sent to California. I turned my house into an asylum. I brought doctors to live there. I welcomed other patients. Useless. All of it. I remembered what she had been. There was never a lovelier, happier child.
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet, please. I propose a toast. Doctor, please.
By Christmas of the first year, I knew that I must act, not for myself, but for my helpless child.
Led him to create this institution. Our friend...
I had no plan. All I knew was that I must take her from these men with their promises, their lies.
Shall we? For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
I I knew that they would gorge themselves into a stupor that afternoon. It was their celebration. I expected no less. Since they had come into my house, they had acted as if they owned it. They had behaved like poor relations, half guilty, but finally unable to control their appetites. After dinner, they danced and drank as they usually did. All the time, Robinson would smile and reassure me. They expected me to believe, because I had no choice. Wilfred, trust me. He really believed Marianne would be well. He saw a light. There is a light at the end of a long tunnel.
Believe me. There is a light at the end of a long tunnel.
Stay here, Doctor. I'll get more champagne. He was ready. I knew it. Drunk and fat and full of his own importance. I left then. My cruelty to Marianne was inhuman. I know that. I had loved her. I had fathered our child, Jeffrey. I had brought her to this. But I swear that on that afternoon, all I wanted was to save my child. My hope was to get her away from that house, but also wanted to set free those other wretches who had so long been abused by the doctors. I knew what they might do if these inmates were freed. And this is my guilt. I knew. And still, I freed them. After the inmates started for the house, I went to get our car to take Marianne away. I do not know exactly when she slipped away from me. I assume that when they saw her in the dining room, the inmates believed her to be part of that household which they hated. And so, they killed her. Later, there was a celebration. And then most of the inmates fled. I don't know where. But I shall never forget what they did to my child. Since that Christmas, I have lived in prisons and asylums. Lived anonymously, as an animal. I have wandered in bitterness until all seasons have become as one. And that is a season of vengeance.
Jeff. Jeff?
Wilfred Butler is still alive. This is still his house.
Your grandfather died in 1950. He was burned to death in this house.
My grandfather poured gasoline over a squatter he found here. The town wanted to believe he was dead. They still do. This house was an asylum. There was a massacre by the inmates. Tess, Toman, the sheriff. Your father.
No.
All inmates. They killed my mother in this room.
Who's that? Who's there?
Daddy? Daddy?
Diane?
Jeff? Jeff? No. No. Jeff, why? Why?
Sorry.
Marianne. It's all right. I won't hurt. I need you. I waited for you. Please. Please.
I spent that night weeping. By morning, there were no more tears. I know that my father and Jeffrey both thought they were shooting at killers, but they were simply the last victims in that house of victims. And now, a year later, they will tear down Wilfred Butler's monument. But they can never destroy my memories of what happened here.
Well, that's a wrap on 1972's holiday-themed horror film Silent Night, Bloody Night. See what I mean about the twist at the end? I'll admit I didn't really see it coming. I also didn't expect to see so many classic slasher film elements on display for a film that predates Black Christmas and John Carpenter's Halloween. Another great thing about the movie is that it really shows what you can do with a limited budget, as it makes great use of desolate, wintry locations and an imposing mansion, along with a creepy extended flashback to elicit some genuine scares, in my opinion. Speaking of the flashback scene, it featured a host of performers from Andy Warhol's factory, like Candy Darling and Tally Brown. Lastly, this is another one of those films that is falling into the public domain, probably helps cement its legacy, and has been included in numerous box sets and is shown by countless horror hosts like Elvira, Creature Features, and Horror Hotel. Needless to say, Silent Night, Bloody Night earns the After Hours Cinema seal of approval. Be sure to tune in next week for another great low-budget B-movie. Until then, I'm your host, Lee Turner. Let's keep those B-movies rolling, guys, and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.